York 10022. "1977 brought blue skies and sunshine to Shea Stadium for the first time in many a season. You could feel it in the air, a sense of confidence, a pro football renaissance in the Big Apple. The new year was a fresh coat of paint, gleaming with promise as it erased past disappointment. The broad smile again became a standard feature of the Shea faithful, and no one had better reason to wear one than Walt Michaels, head coach of the New York Jets. In his first season of command, Michaels established order in the franchise, preaching a dogma of discipline and desire to his players. The second youngest team in pro football, these boys of summer were men in autumn, showing surprising maturity in games with powerhouses like Miami, Pittsburgh, Oakland, and New England. But the 1977 Jets were also the same team that bowed to other young clubs like Philadelphia and Seattle. The New York Jets of 1978 will strive to improve the quality and consistency of their play. When that happens, each individual will have discovered within himself what it takes to be a champion. Like most teams building with youth, the Jets had their share of peaks and valleys. But Walt Michaels is a patient man, and in week 3 he got his first NFL victory, a thrilling 11th hour comeback over the New England Patriots. When New York met Buffalo a week later, it was a tie-breaking fourth quarter touchdown run from number 21, Clark Gaines, that ensured the win. When the Jets defeated New Orleans, it was Gaines once more who led the comeback effort. His running and receiving, coupled with 3 field goals by Pat Leahy, gave New York a 16-13 advantage. The Jets might have won more easily had this first quarter touchdown to number 85, Wesley Walker, been allowed. Perhaps Walker, more than any other player, typified the Jets of '77. A rookie of enormous potential, Walker could both dazzle and disappoint. But Wesley Walker matured rapidly. He worked hard to eliminate the imperfections in his game to become a pass target of reliability. Yet throwing a short pass to Walker is like employing Seattle Slew as a plow horse. In just one season, Walker has become one of the best deep threats ever to wear the green and white. Walker was named to the all-rookie team and finished the year with the best yards per catch average in the NFL. His explosive talent makes stardom a virtual certainty. But for every Wesley Walker, there must be a Randy Rasmussen, a reliable veteran guard whose value cannot be measured in yards. In 1977, Rasmussen became the first offensive lineman ever to be named Team MVP. His inspired leadership helped line mates Powell, Alexander, Pett, Fields, and Austin throughout the campaign. But if you search for the team's heart, you need look no farther than Clark Gaines. In only his second pro season, Gaines has become a team leader, exhibiting a rare kind of resiliency in everything he does. Gaines does not have breakaway speed. He has to toil and sweat for every yard. Yet his hard work paid off in 1977 as he led the Jets in rushing for the second straight year. Gaines also finished third in the NFL in pass receiving with 55 catches. 2 years ago, he was a shy free agent from Wake Forest. Today, he's a source of team strength. As Coach Michaels observed, this year Clark Gaines grew up. He became a man. In 1977, hard-hitting defense returned to the New York Jets. Walt Michaels understands defense better than any other phase of the game and was quick to put his knowledge to work. His first project was the front four. Abdul Salam finished second on the club in quarterback sacks. Lawrence Pillars led the team in tackles, a category usually reserved for linebackers. Before succumbing to injury, Carl Barceloskas started to show the kind of mobility that made him a top rookie in 1974. The results of Michaels' work began to materialize. The front four nearly doubled last year's sack total as the unit discovered a new aggressiveness. The most visible player of the group, however, was rookie Joe Klecko, a sixth-round draft pick. Klecko is a Walt Michaels type. A former truck driver from Chester, Pennsylvania, Klecko started only the last 6 games of the year, yet he still led the team in sacks. Over the last half of the season, Klecko had at least 1 sack in every game. Of Klecko, Michael said, once he started regularly, we knew he would produce the big play, the kind of thing that sparks a team. Last year's defensive strong suit, linebacking, was again solid in 77. Veteran John Ebersole enjoyed another good campaign from the middle linebacker position. '76 rookie linebackers were now veterans, a year older, a year wiser, and ready for any challenge. Number 51, Greg Buttle, picked up where he left off last season, reading plays, then stopping them in their infancy. When regular Bob Martin was hurt, number 56, Larry Keller, moved over from the special teams and covered for his absence. No longer was there an open invitation to take on the Jet secondary. Taylor, Suggs, Parker, Schroy, Tyler, Hardy, and Burgess Owens swarmed like angry hornets around whomever had the football and made him pay for anything he got. There is still work to be done in the defensive backfield, but there is one thing the players have already mastered: a hustling, scrambling style of play. A defense coached by Walt Michaels knows no other way. They don't sell programs for the stars. The fans know them. It is the special teams player who is cloaked in anonymity. But without good men on these units, a franchise is in trouble. Fortunately, the Jets are blessed with a core of tough young hitters. Hennigan, Reba, Palowitz, and Newton, among others, comprise a squad ranked among the most efficient in the league. The special teams player is the unknown soldier of football, but everyone recognizes the quarterback. In New York, Richard Todd, in only his sophomore season, made his name well known in every borough, including those west of the Hudson. Coach Michaels let him know from the outset that the Jets were counting on him.
Walt was really great to me this year. I came in during the summer and he said that I was our #1 guy until somebody beat me out or I lost a job. And I've played every down so far in every regular season game. So he's given me the time. I'm learning. I can read things better. And when you're young, you have to do that. You have to play to learn.
Through the first 8 weeks of the season, the Jets were the top passing team in the AFC, and Todd was a major reason. Everyone always knew he could run. His mobility in college was what made him such a prize catch in the draft. But now, Todd was combining this agility with a powerful arm, and the Jet attack reflected it. These were the new Jets, and they were exciting to watch.
The quarterback, when he plays well, the whole team's playing well. The line's blocking, the receivers are catching the ball, the backs are running and blocking, and that's the most important thing, is our team right now.
Todd's finest day came on October 23rd when the Jets hosted the world champion Oakland Raiders. The Raiders had lost the week before, so the experts figured the Jets would be crushed by a team on the rebound. It didn't quite work out that way.
It was the most fun game I've ever played in. We'd just drop back and pass, and we'd score, and we'd trot off, and we'd jump back in, and we'd do the same thing. It was fun.
Oakland won the game by only 1 point, and Richard Todd had 396 yards passing and 4 touchdowns, the most productive day by any quarterback in 1977. But the bubble burst 2 weeks later when Todd was injured and forced to the sidelines. Another fine young quarterback emerged in rambling, gambling Matt Robinson, a Georgia alumnus who was eager to show the Yankees up north what he could do. When Todd finally returned, he had missed valuable practice and game experience. He tried to shake off the cobwebs of inactivity, but there simply was not enough time. The offense had to adjust. This was not especially difficult for 2 athletes in particular. Already, Richard Castor and Jerome Barkham had made the biggest changes of their careers. Castor, a tight end for 5 years, moved to the outside in 1977, a spot better suited for his speed. Even more striking was Barkham's switch to tight end. After missing most of 1976 with injury, he returned to lead the Jets in touchdowns and tough catches. With the talent available, there is every reason to believe the Jets can continue to be one of the premier passing teams, a distinction earned through the first half of 1977. In Week 11, the Pittsburgh Steelers came to Shea Stadium. Not much of a challenge was expected from the Jets, but the pre-game smiles vanished quickly as the home team gave Pittsburgh all it could handle. Behind the efforts of number 25, rookie runner Scott Durking, the Jets came very close to upsetting the two-time Super Bowl champs. Pittsburgh was glad to escape with a narrow victory, while New York applauded Durking's effort. But when it came to the most electrifying rookie, one man was in a class by himself. Last year, Clark Gaines was the free agent success story. This time, it was Bruce Harper, a tiny running back from Kutztown State. Few had ever heard of Harper before this season. In 1977, he changed all that. Harper ranked among the league leaders in punt and kickoff returns, but also finished third on the team in rushing and fourth in receiving. He led the AFC in combined offensive yardage and trailed only Walter Payton and Terry Metcalf for league honors. Whenever Bruce Harper touches the ball, a crowd's pulse quickens. For Bruce Harper means excitement. "1977 was a memorable year for Harper, and its most memorable moment came on October 2nd on a wet field at Shea Stadium. It was a game that best showed the character of the 1977 Jets.
From Shea Stadium in New York City, it's NFL football and another Sunday afternoon exclusive over WOR Radio. This is Marty Glickman, along with my broadcast buddy, Dave Herman, as we bring you our coverage of this game between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots.
New England shocked the Jets in the first quarter when number 26, Raymond Claiborne, took a kickoff back 100 yards for a Patriot touchdown. But from that moment on, the Jets special teams completely stopped the New England kick returns. And in the final moments, it would be the Jet bomb squatters who decided the outcome of the game. The Patriots had no reason to anticipate a problem with the winless Jets, but they were wrong. The contest quickly took on the tone of a full-scale war. Battered bodies were the norm, and fatigue gripped all participants. But neither side showed any sign of let-up. With poise beyond his years, Jet quarterback Richard Todd continuously drove his team downfield, often finishing the job he had started himself. With 5 minutes to go, the Jets seized a 27-20 lead. But New England did not fold. Patriot quarterback Steve Grogan received instructions from the bench, then took the field for one more series. The Jet offense could only watch and wait. Don Calhoun, number 44, knotted the game with only moments to play. Then when the Jets failed to move on their next possession, a tie in overtime seemed imminent.
A minute and 11 seconds to go in this game. There's the punt, a good one, high and deep, going way back, and it's taken there by Mike Haynes. Haynes is pulled down, a fumble, a loose ball, Jets recover. The Jets have the ball at the 29-yard line. 54 seconds to go in the ball game. It's all tied at 27 and 27. The New York Jets are within range. I formation of the backfield. Harper is in now, replacing White. Gaines in front of Harper. Slot formation to the left side. Signals being called by Todd. A draw play. It goes to Harper. He busts up the middle. Breaks out in the clear. He's down to the 15. He's down to the 10-yard line. He's up to the 10. The clock shows 45 seconds. Time called by Richard Todd. A 32-yard field goal attempt coming up now. Pat Leahy is out there by himself. 10 men in the huddle, and Leahy is standing out around the 27-yard line, facing the other way, facing out towards the open end of Shea. Signals are being called. Ball game tied at 27. The snap, the kick is up. It's good. It's good. It's good. The score, the New York Jets 30. The New England Patriots 27.
1977 was the last time the Jets would take the field wearing the old team emblem. A new look for the new Jets, who now point to challenge 78. The most exciting yet difficult schedule in the NFL. For ticket information, call 212-421-6600 or write tickets, New York Jets, 598 Madison Avenue, New York 10022. Years had passed since the New York Jets had soared to championship heights. And in 1978, such goals were considered to be out of reach. This Jets team may very well have been the youngest ever to compete in the NFL. But the Jets surprised everyone by winning 8 games while fighting for a playoff berth up until the season's final week. For this performance, Walt Michaels was voted Coach of the Year. In just 2 seasons, Michaels has instilled spirit and confidence in his still maturing players. Players such as one of the quarterbacks, Matt Robinson.
I think it's time people believed in the Jets because the fact that we are second in the league in scoring, we're playing good football teams, and we're consistently winning games. So I think it is. We have a good offensive football team, and you think right now we're shooting at the playoffs. What are these guys going to do when everybody's been in the league 4 and 5 and 6 years? I think experience really is the only thing holding us back right now.